The superhero landing. There's the thumbnail.
What the fuck are we doing? Oh, bro!
People like Superman.
Oh! Just like explode out of the shirt. All right, I'll read this one. All right. Journal entry. Day 1, June 5th, 2002. I went to camp with a couple of buddies of mine today. We stopped for some supplies at a store, and as we left, a scuffed up old man grabbed my shoulder and told me we shouldn't stay in the woods. I thought it was nonsense. We arrived at the campsite and pitched our tents. At night, we sat around the warm campfire and ate dinner and went to sleep after. I think like 10 Friday the 13th movies opened in the same way, hey?
Yeah.
Like 10 people go in the woods, some old guy goes, you're gonna
It's
fucking
over.
die. You're
It's
done,
over
you're
for
done.
you guys.
And they do it anyway. Journal entry day 4, June 8th, 2002. Something's been bothering me, like an uneasy feeling you get when you're nervous. Something about these woods makes me feel uneasy. I would feel, honestly, if I ever went camping and someone was like, you shouldn't go camping here, I might instantly, like, we might be done instantly. I can't lie.
Maybe we shouldn't
It'd
camp.
be like, yeah, I think we're done. Like, I'm not planning anything further than that.
The locals said not to.
If the locals are telling you it's not safe, that's how you know it's on Friday the 13th, like, or the creature. Something's going on. I was right. Something did happen. Jared went missing. Fuck. Oh, when did Jared from somebody get arrested? No, we both had the same thought, right? It connected. I was like, who is this Jared? Okay. I was right. Something did happen. Jared Fogle went missing. He went to go use the bathroom at night, and about 30 minutes later, he didn't return. We hoped he'd come back in the morning. I know where he was.
Arrested.
Yeah, on God. Journal entry, day 6, June 10, 2002. So they've already been in the woods for like fucking 4 days. So Jared hasn't returned, and I'm starting to think I should have took the old man's advice and not gone into the woods. Literally, I said...
They're still sitting in the woods, but their friend is missing.
Yeah, so they're not looking for one. They're not looking for the friend. 2, he's finally come to the realization I came to 4 days ago. And 3, yeah, I would be like, if one of us went missing in the woods, we would be like,
He might come back.
I think he might come back. That's by like the first like 3 or okay, give it like 6-7 hours, and you have the police involved, right? Like give it a few hours, and you have the police combing the woods now, because that's insane. Me and the others keep here. Okay, wait. Journal entry day 7. June 11th, 2002. Me and the others keep hearing inhuman and non-animal sounds from afar. We're scared and don't know what to do.
Leave.
Yeah, leave. Exactly. What are you saying? Like, what is it? What do you mean you don't know what to do? June 12th, 2002. Gotta write fast. No time. Being chased. Tall figure, fast, deer head. Hidden right now. I think safe. The thing attacked our campsite and we all split trying to run away. Journal entry, day 9, June 14, 2002. I heard screaming. Lots and lots of screaming. Journal entry, day 10th, June 15th, 2002. I run from monster. Okay, the sentence, I didn't fuck it up. The sentence is, I run from monster. It behind me in cave. I see skeletons and carcasses, but keep going. I reach dead end. This end for me.
Talking too fast.
I should have pre-read these stories, bro. I should have pre-read. I reach dead end. I hear getting closer. I hear a loud screech. Find this journ. And that's it. It ends halfway through. He had time to put a dash, but not time to finish the word journal. I can't fucking... That last sentence is, I run from monster, it behind me. Bro, the way that people start off their stories, like it really does make it seem like they're doing something crazy. Like, I read the creature and all these journal entries, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be peak. Like this shit's might be actually be like fire. Some guy on Reddit, that was disappointing. I can't lie. First story. It was 2 a.m. when Percy decided he was ready to head home. After a night out for drinks and socializing, his patience and energy was starting to wear thin. If he wasn't careful, his pleasant night out would teeter into disaster. Downing the last of his beer, he waved goodbye to his friends, shaking off their advances to stay for just one more round. That's so real. Me when I'm drinking and all the homies trying to get me to drink.
Me when
I'm already buzzing hard and the homies want me to drink. Yeah, you just leave Irish goodbye. Just have one more, bro. Fuck, bro. Just one more, bro. You'll be fine. And you're already like stumbling your way over there. It's like, all right, I don't think so. Starting to shiver from the cold again, he now found himself at the edge of LaCoy Park, letting him know he'd gone too far. Shit, he'd muttered to himself, looking up at the large metal archway above the entrance. Turning around to go, he heard a faint crying drift in from the woods. Glancing over his shoulder, he ignored the sound, carrying on his way. He only made it 2 steps before his conscience got the better of him, urging him to go check it out. See, this is where I disagree with every horror trope ever done. If I hear like a scary noise, I think I'm too much of a bitch to be a main horror character. You know what I mean? Like how like every like person in the end is always like, you gotta go help this guy, you gotta do that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm turning around.
The second I hear a cry in the woods, I'm really like, well shit, I shouldn't be here. Like the vibe isn't for me at all. You know what I mean? Like it's something's going on. With a heavy sigh, full of self-loathing, me character, bro, self-insert, bro, he's me. He stepped into the park, walking along the dirt trail. He followed the muffled crying. Hello? Are you okay? He called out into the night, but no one answered back. The fall leaves rustled in the trees and crunched under his boots, breaking up the muffled whimper. Continuing along the path, going deeper into the dark, the crying began to get louder. Soon it was the sobbing that drowned out all the other ambient noise of the leaves. He was right on top of the sound, but there was no one in sight. Hello? Percy shouted again. Oh. Hello? Percy shouted again, even louder. For a moment, the crying stopped, long enough for Percy to hear the tickle of nearby water. Oh, the trickle. Sorry, not tickle. I was really about to say the tickle of nearby. What dumbass. No, okay, the trickle. My fault. An instant later, the crying turned into wailing, howling out in agony. This time, there was no doubt where the sound was coming from. Pulling back from the bushes, bordering the path, he peered through, catching a glance at the source of the noise. Standing out in the middle of the stream was a woman cradling a swallowed baby. She looked soaked to the bone, with her long black hair draped over her face. On the verge of shivering himself, Percy thought the woman must be frozen to her core. Percy idly shifted his weight, crunching the leaves beneath him, trying to figure out what to do. Hearing the noise, the woman's head snapped, turning towards Percy. Startled, Percy let go of the bushes, letting them snap back into place. But for a brief moment, their eyes met. Something at his core felt unsettled by the look in her bright green eyes. Part of him wanting to walk away, but he knew he couldn't leave the woman and her child to freeze to death. Hello? Do you need help? He asked, stepping out from the bushes. The woman mumbled something through the light, sobbing that Percy couldn't quite make out. Stepping closer, he tried to reassure her. It's okay. I'm gonna help you. I can't move, the woman cried out helplessly. Please, take my child. I can't let her get wet. Promise me you'll save my baby. The woman jolted the child outwards towards him with outstretched arms. It was bundled so tightly in the blanket he couldn't even see the baby's face, but he could hear its soft cries. Sure, I promise I'll get your baby out of here. Cautiously approaching, Percy stepped onto the bank of the river, sinking into the mud. Worried about sinking in himself, he stood in place, reaching his arms out to take the child. As he took the child, cradling it close to his chest, he caught a glimpse of the mother's eyes. A violent shiver shot up his spine, making him almost drop the child. Taking the eyes up close, something looked off. Her eyes looked predatory, almost reptilian. Pushing the thought out of his mind, he focused on getting the child to safety. Let me set your child down somewhere safe, and I'll come back for you, Percy said, trying to sound confident and comforting, but failing in both. If you're in this situation, we already agreed that we wouldn't go in, but let's say you did, all right? And would you take this woman's baby? If a woman was like on the other side, and she'd please help my baby.
What I've been thinking this whole time, right? Too tired to have one more drink with his friends.
Yeah.
But not tired enough to be like,
you're kind of right.
I mean?
You're kind of right.
This guy's kind of an asshole.
A little bit, yeah. This is one of those stories where it's like it would have been better if you listened to your friends, bro.
Yeah.
Should have just took one more drink.
This wouldn't even happen.
Should have just took one more drink. Your friends fucking told you, bro.
That's the moral right there.
That's real. Because
especially if there's something real off with the baby.
You know, but it does, like, what she's saying does make sense. The initial of, like, get the baby to safety is, like, that's what you would do, right? You want to help them, you would get the baby to safety. But also, like, I think I'd be scared to take her baby. You know what I mean? Like, to, like, entrust someone, like, to pass it on to me. Like, I would be like, I don't want to.
Well, and especially you're, like, drunk, right?
Yeah, you're right.
You're random drunk man. Take my baby.
You're sloshing around, like, ma'am, I can't help you. Like, I can't even stand straight right now. It's not happening.
Turns around.
If you can't pass a field sobriety test, do not hold someone else's baby. That's the moral. All right, that's the lesson.
Too drunk to make it home when he's holding a baby.
Yeah, it's like what? Okay. Fighting his way out of the mud, Perry rushed back to the path to set the child down. After a few steps, his head had cleared enough to wonder how the woman got stuck in the river to begin with. Turning back around to ask the woman, Percy saw her head slide under the water, the shadow of her body fading down, disappearing to the river. Holding the child, he called out to her, shouting, "Hey! Hey!" Bubbles rose up from the calm water where the woman had been. Looking around in panic, Percy hoped someone else would appear to help. The eerie silence of being alone worried him more than the wailing. Standing indecisively with the child, he watched as the air bubbles purred out. He told himself this can't be happening, but the child in his arms wouldn't let him debate otherwise. In his indecision, the mother had disappeared beneath the water, leaving Percy with her child. He could feel a weight tugging at his heart, even though he had just met the woman. For a split second, he almost jumped in after her, but wondered what would happen to the child if we froze out in the cold. Dude. He got so bad, hey. He whatever spirit was possessing the woman or whatever was going on with those reptilian eyes, he got so hard. He got fucking baited.
Hope you wanted a kid.
Yeah. Seriously, that's the actual end of the story, bro. Has to raise his reptilian baby. Picking up the pace, his run turned to a jog, jostling the baby up and down. He's giving it shaking baby syndrome.
Drunk guy shaking baby.
That's awesome, actually. Despite the rough bouncing, the baby stayed quiet through the trip. Percy hoped that wasn't a bad sign. Bro killed the baby. Bro killed the baby. Let's go.
Not a good start. Not a good end of the night, honestly.
No, seriously. I'd be mad as fuck if I was him. I can't lie. And also, again, this is like main character horror syndrome where he feels a need to keep the promise to the lady.
Yeah.
This lady drowned herself in front of her and him and his baby, or her baby. Yeah. And he's still like, oh, but I promise I'd keep the baby safe. Bro, in my head, again, the second shit goes out the window, I'm prioritizing me and like my people. This baby, I would have been like, oh shit, I guess throw the baby in after, throw the baby in winter. Like it's her job to watch the baby. I'm not doing that shit. He was trying to remain calm, but the fact that he should have made it out of the park twice by now began to make his mind spiral. Continuing down the path, he looked out for any other option, but there was only the single path straight through. Increasingly thick fog blurred the path ahead. He didn't see the spider web stretching across the path.
He's 100% sure he's not just going deeper down the path.
No, bro, he's just drunk as fuck. You already missed one turn. Bro's like, this way's out. It's the wrong way. Yeah, just walking deeper into the woods. That would be fucked. Walking face first through the web, Perry recoiled back in disgust, brushing the web off his face. Dozens of spider webs span across the trees, bordering the path that stretched out in front of him. Picking up a nearby stick, Perry waved it out in front of him, knocking away the webs. A bundle of tenacious spider webs rapidly built up by the end of the stick. The deeper he pushed forward, the denser the spider webs became. Normally, he would have been panicking from the spiders, but instead he took solace in the fact that he strangely hadn't seen any actual spiders. Knocking away the webs had become a rhythmic swinging, letting Perry focus on his worries. That is until the sticks soundly collided with the web, trapping it in place instead of tearing through. The web that lay before him was much thicker than the previous layers that he had easily knocked his way through. Unable to pry the stick back, he was hesitant to try to break through the tenacious web with anything else. In his mind, this was surely the last obstacle between him and his freedom from the park. If he could just break through, he would be able to find help for the baby. Going against his better judgment, he reared his leg back, ready to kick at the web. Before he could go through with the kick, a loud snort from behind him startled him. Clutching the baby tightly, he turned, looking around for the source of the sound. One long, pointed gray cod crept in through the fog, reaching out toward Perry. It wasn't until 5 other identical shapes danced in through the fog that Perry realized what it was. The long legs of a massive gray spider, even larger than himself, had descended on the path behind him. Surrounded by trees and spider webs, he found himself cornered by the creature. This is a better version of the creature. Yep. This is what the creature should have been. This is what the first guy didn't do. Seriously. This is it. Well, the creature was large. It was mostly certain. It most certainly wasn't slow. The moment Perry lunged forward, the creature slung its head out to the side. The creature's wide horns clipped into Perry's arms, taking out a chunk of flesh. Unable to hold the baby through the pain, the small, tightly wrapped bundle tumbled down the path with a thud. Reeling from the creature strike, Perry found himself tangled in the spiderwebs bordering the path. Perry reached out trying to grab the child, but he couldn't disentangle himself from the web. The baby stayed unsettlingly quiet, laying on the ground in a motionless pile. Setting its sights on Perry, the creature walked past the baby, showing it no concern. In the creature's disregard for the child, one of its long, spindly legs brushed the bundled child lightly across it on the ground. The cloth unfurled, rolling across the path, revealing the bundle within. Perry mentally prepared for the worst, worried the child hadn't even cried out from hitting the ground. As the bundle of cloth came unfurled, it was confusion that washed over Perry. Instead of a baby in the cloth, there was a tightly bound up pile of leaves. No longer bound in the cloth, they scattered in the wind. Dude, he wasn't even holding a baby. Crazy. How is he so drunk? How drunk do you gotta be to not even check what you're holding?
Yeah.
Replaying the events from earlier through the night, Perry tried desperately to piece together what had happened. Nothing seemed to make any sense after stepping foot into the park. If he just had more time, maybe he could put together what had happened. But time wasn't on his side. The creature's legs picked up speed, barreling towards Perry, bound by the spider's web. Unable to dodge, the creature scooped Perry up with its horns, tossing him up in the air and then jamming him back onto the ground. Through the jarring impact, Perry could feel a crack in his chest, followed by throbbing pain. Barely able to breathe, all he could do was watch helplessly.
It's like being attacked by an elephant, but it's just a fucking spider.
No, genuinely, dude, I
Like-
kind of got chills on that one. Imagining, like, when it goes a creature the size, like, twice, like, the size of him, but bigger or something like that, and it describes, like, this huge spider. Or also, like, I've tried my best to picture, like, because I think with most horror things, I take solace in the fact that they're not real.
Yeah.
I'm trying to picture these stories as if I was the character, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Prolonging it, dude.
Absolutely.
Fucking huge spider webs that you couldn't break through would scare the fucking balls out of me. Imagine if you came up to these spider webs that were so thick and, like, that is made to catch a creature like you. Specifically, I mean,
Yeah.
like, that's what spider webs are for, is to catch things and to hold them until they die, right? Something so thick that not even a human could break through it. Like, you know that whatever made that is hunting you, or hunting.
Yeah, it's game over.
Yeah, like,
That's
you know
right
it's
there.
game over if it catches you. Ramming the tip of its pointed horn into Perry's chest, the creature jerked his head, tearing away a chunk of Perry's flesh. All Perry could manage in return was a strained scream for help. Perry tried to steady his breath, fighting to stay conscious, but his breathing became shallow gasps. In his narrowing vision, he could see the mother's silhouette approaching from behind the creature. That's fucked up. He got done dirty from the beginning.
Yup.
Her walk was unusual, swaying heavily from side to side. "Have you seen my baby?" she asked, getting closer. As she closed the distance, he realized that she wasn't walking at all. She was slithering her way down the path. The woman's bedraggled black hair now hung down over the body of a snake instead of a woman. Perry wanted to scream out one more time, but all he could manage was a faint gasp before the creature's bull head slammed down on him once more. And that's it.
Should have had one more drink.
Dude, he fucking, yeah, seriously,
Should've
moral of
had
the
one
story,
more
moral of the
drink.
story, if your homies ask you to drink more, fucking drink more.
Okay, you can hear her laughing. You can hear her laughing, but she only came out at night. We had 3 rules in the house. If you hear her laughing, keep your bedroom doors locked. 2, no matter what you hear, don't open the door. And 3,
Fuck.
if it goes quiet, then you should too. Until you hear her footsteps walking away, meaning the coast is clear. Damn. That night when she came, she had done something she's never done before. When she arrived, she slammed the walls from the back of the house. My brothers and I were horrified. Then you can hear the front door kick down. She starts laughing for you to know that she's making her move towards us. Fear had taken over us so badly. We couldn't move. That's when you hear the knocking on the door. On our door. She wasn't laughing. Why wasn't she laughing? She also did something else. Something the beast has never done before. She spoke. She shouted, "Let me in! Let me in! Let me in!" And that's how it ends.
That's how it ends?
That's how it
Okay,
ends.
that one's a bit more, oh, dude, okay, I don't know, how do you, like,
See, like that one?
that one's a bit different. That one's more, I think you have to
It's
fill in the
almost-
blanks.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
that's like in my head, they opened the door, didn't they? That's why it ends, right?
Yeah.
That's why I feel like. She says, "Let me in," and they got baited.
Yeah.
It said, no matter what you do, you don't open the door,
Well,
and I
it's
feel
the
like they
first-
opened the door.
First night that something's been different.
Yeah, yeah. She's the beast. I don't know what I got that name right at the end there, hey? The beast.
Yeah.
Because before it was a her, right? It was a
Yeah.
she, and she's begging in
Yeah.
this, but now it's a beast. Yeah, that one was
I
interesting.
wonder if there's even like a supernatural aspect to this. Like, is it?
Oh.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, yeah, you're right, a lot of
Is
that
it
shit's
just-
like,
is it just real life? Like,
yeah,
you know
that
what I
could
mean?
be, yeah. Like, well,
Which-
you're right.
And like, if that almost makes it a better story, thinking about it like that. you
Yeah,
know what
like
I
it's
mean?
the real home intruder or something, or it's a real
Yeah.
someone that's like trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of like that one. 'Cause it leaves up to your mind. I think that one's fair.
Yeah, it's not too bad.
I like that we have a good selection because, like I said,
Yeah,
that second one
yeah.
was fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
That guy actually like you write that a bit long. You can make a book. That guy,
Oh, yeah,
that guy could
yeah.
write a book. That was some good
Like
writing.
that could be your base right there, and then
Yeah, like that was a good story. But that one was interesting. 2-sentence horror. Oh, okay, wait. I'm gonna quickly.
Yeah, 2
we're-
sentence horror is really.
I haven't picked up any so far, but we're gonna quickly. I'm gonna go top this year, and we're gonna read some 2-sentence horror. "Help me! I'm trapped!" cried the little girl through the freshly uncovered gapes in the rubble. "Fuck that!" yelled the archaeologist as he hurriedly placed back the ancient tombstones. Like that's my type of character right there.
Actually,
That's me. That's what I
No,
said.
he's right.
Fuck that! I tucked my child into bed as I turned to leave. They said, "Daddy, I think there's someone in my closet." When I opened the door to check, I only found an empty closet and a note pinned to the inside, written in my handwriting, "She isn't real." Okay. Okay, this is r/rule horror. Sleepover rules. Hey there. I'm so glad you decided to stay the night with me. Not many people do, but now that you're here, you have no choice. Fuck, okay, if a sleepover ever started off like that, I'm like, Mom, like, please come get me, please come get me now. Because that's the worst intro ever. Like, I'm immediately not talking to you anymore. These rules are to ensure your safety. If you fail to follow these rules, you will become one of them. Have fun. P.S. Keep in mind that they are fake. I live alone. Afternoon rules, 12 a.m. to 12 p.m. Before entering the house, knock 2 times, then stomp once. If someone else answers the door besides me, stand there and don't say anything. The person there will be persistent. Do not look away. After 45 seconds, they will close the door, and you must repeat the knock and stomp rule until I answer. Come in, smiley face. Sometimes you might see a man sitting on the couch in the living room, laughing at the TV. You must say, I love this show. Okay, this is like, yeah, you're right. This is exactly what I said, but way fucking worse. Because it's like, dude, I would have looked away. Like, I would have died. The first guy, the second that someone else comes, I would have been like, holy shit. Oh, and I would have got got.
Yeah.
Because I just don't like, yeah, it's like, they have this subset of rules that you have to know and do precisely, or you're just cooked. And like I think even if I could do the rules, like if I did them all, my heart would still be like, I mean, imagine you're standing at the door and you have to not look away. Your heart would be like,
well, and especially with all the panic and so many rules.
Yeah, and things to remember and all like that, dude. I love this. What a good, like, just a good bit here that off TV to go. I love this show. If the dog sits at the table, do not tell them to get down. Do not pet the dog. He tends to bite. 5. There's a painting in the main hall. It will move its placement every time you come out of the room. Its placement and behavior is crucial for your survival. 6. If you make it to my room, put your stuff on my dresser. If you leave it on the floor, you won't get it back.
Yeah, this is within like 20 minutes of entering.
Yeah, exactly. It's like if you make it to the room.
Yeah.
So most don't, by the way. Like most of them, they enter and they don't make it that far.
Most of my friends kind of get fucked out the door.
Yeah, they just. Well, that's why there's so many of the entities now.
Yeah.
You become one of them. You move in, like you just stay.
Yeah, I live alone.
Yeah, dude. Whoever writing this, they do it every day. Every day they're stomping and they're fucking knocking. I love this show. Like they're just fucking schizophrenic, bro. They're just going through it. 7. Do not look under the bed. If you drop something under the bed, I hope it wasn't important.
It's gone, bro.
Yeah,
it's gone.
You're not, dude. I don't like this at all. Okay, because what's under the bed, though? 8. If you have to use the bathroom, go to the one with the brown door. When you enter, the shower curtain must be open. If it's not, exit and wait 5 minutes. 8.5. If you enter the bathroom and it is open, close the door and lock it. If you hear a knock on the door, get in the shower and close the curtain. You can come out when you hear someone running away from the bathroom. Dude. I don't like that at all. I
don't think I want to spend the night.
Yeah, I don't think I want to spend the night either. Imagine, like, I don't think I'd be comfortable hopping in someone else's shower to hide from demons. To hide from demons, especially, but like...
He's just sitting there knocking?
Yeah, not at all. 10. Bedtime is at 9. Fucking early sorry. Bedtime is at 9 p.m.
Sleep by 9:30.
Why are we even having a sleepover? if the bedtime is 9 p.m., I can go home. I can. Well, no, you're not allowed to leave. It's the rule number fucking 2. You can't leave. If you aren't in my room by 9, I cannot open the door. Okay, so strict bedtime at 9. It's not even like really bedtime. It's like you better. It's last chance for survival is at 9.
You're outside of the bedroom after 9.
Yeah, you're done. I couldn't be me. If you wake up and I am not there, do not look for me. You are asleep. Fuck that. What if they're in the bathroom? Like, what if the one time, I mean, like, how do we know these rules are, yeah. Because again, that's also the fear of it too, is you have to trust that the rules work.
Yeah.
The second the rules stop working, you're fucked. Like, you're done.
These 2 guys, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, no.
Thanks for finally coming over for a sleepover. No one wants to.
Yeah, I don't, no, we would, in real life, I would never be this close to an individual this weird. I can't lie. Like, this is not happening. If you exit my room while you are dreaming, you'll never wake back up.
Yeah,
okay, good. So don't look for them. Yeah, rule 12 is real. Do not look for them.
Just stay sleeping.
Make sure you cover the mirror beside the bed before falling asleep. If it falls over, do not touch it. It will burn you. If you make it downstairs, my mother will be chopping food in the kitchen. She will stare at you, but do not make eye contact with her. She is very clumsy, and she doesn't pay attention well. She will cut off parts of her fingers until she reaches the knuckle on the hand. Do not act as if anything is wrong. 18. If the light in the fridge doesn't come on when you open it, immediately close it. They like to rest in the cold. This person has a good way of writing some really unsettling sentences. Like, I don't like that at all.
Yeah, like, who's they?
Yeah, exactly.
You know,
who is they?
Who's in the fridge?
Why do they like the cold so much? 20. If you try to come back up the stairs and they never seem to end, you are stuck. You must jump over the railing. I just
Just call it, bro.
Yeah,
jump off the
just
railing.
call it. Yeah, just jump, bro. Just fucking throw yourself
You got
over.
better
because
chances than that.
You got nothing else to do anymore. 22. If you make it back to my room and I'm standing up, immediately leave and knock 3 times. Come in and go to sleep. Do not look for me. 23. If you see car lights outside the window, do not look outside. He doesn't like to be seen. Dude, there's so many he's and theys and them and fucking every
with a lot
every
here.
which way. There's so many fucking creatures that I just don't want to fuck with. When I wake up, we will go downstairs and eat breakfast. 26. How do you feel about cannibalism? If you don't like it, don't eat the meat. That makes sense. Yeah, mom was over there cutting up her fingers in the fucking bread. Yeah, I was about to say. Yeah, exactly. Like, of course, makes sense. 28. You must check the basement to make sure no one is. Why can't you do it? Why am I checking your fucking basement? You must check the basement and make sure no one is down there. If I am, stay there. If no one is, immediately but calmly come back upstairs. If the light won't come on, but you hear breathing, don't move until the breathing stops. If the door slams behind you, pray. This guy's fucking
raps,
evil.
buddy.
He invited you here to die. We know this already, but he invited you here. None of these rules are. You're not supposed to follow them. Okay, you're supposed to die because this is fucked up. 32. When you leave, say goodbye to everyone you see. Exit the house and close the door behind you. Do not look back. I fucking won't be. I'll tell you what, I will not be looking back
I'm
at this
not
crib.
coming back
Not
either.
at all. 33. You should make it to your car. If the house has disappeared, drive away as fast as you can. If it's still there and you see yourself waving goodbye from the window, you must wave back and look away from the house. Drive slowly. Well, these are the rules. And then he gets really excited. It's like
Have a
the
good
exclamation points. Yeah. These are the rules. I hope you have a really fun time, and I'm so excited you decided to stay. Come back soon. Fuck no.